Did you see the translator for Lucho? Hola, buenas noches, and bienvenidos al último episodio del podcast Dub Sessions. Hello, good evening, and welcome to the latest episode of the Dub Sessions podcast, presented by me, James Double, aka LFC_J Dubs. That's a lot easier. And my brother,
Ben Double, aka Dubs LFC. Can I just say, for the first time ever, you should have definitely included me on that one and got me to translate for you.
Ah. Do you want to?
No.
That's true. I'll think about it in the future time whenever I
You have to replicate the Lucho interview.
Speak another language. She was incredible.
That was very good.
She was very impressive. How are we?
I'm buzzing.
Very happy. Just like
top. And currently, as we speak, in Villa are 1-0 down.
Oh, hey.
Yeah. Did you see the penalty or not?
He held that from me. No.
So Tyrone Mings, Martinez kicked it out to Tyrone Mings.
Yeah.
As in, like, it's just within the box. And I'm guessing Tyrone didn't think it was a goal kick taken.
Right.
So he picked the ball up to place it to take a goal kick and pass it back to Martinez. But the ref blew his... it must have been a foul or something. I didn't quite see it. So basically, he's been done for a handball when he picked it up to put it down for a goal kick, when it might have been a foul or something before.
Wow.
Yeah. So currently they were 1-0.
That's very interesting.
So yeah.
Well, they were the only ones that could go
above us.
Top with us, couldn't they?
Still 1-0 down in the 89th minute.
That's very interesting. And yeah,
they
had to win by...
No, this is the weekend's game.
How is he spoiling like the... Well, I mean, one, you should know. Two, yes, it is, and we will talk about that.
Yeah, no, that's fine.
I'm not yet ready to go on to my summary of the podcast, but we can get there if you want. One thing I want to say, and some of you lovely people might have noticed, and I know you do.
I did last night. I was shocked. I was like, "Who the fuck is this guy?"
I've been tweeting. I've actually been Xing or tweeting.
Xing?
Xing. That's not caught on yet. I mean, I had a few interactions. It wasn't too bad. I had one that you retweeted, and I also got a couple of likes, and that was my have Liverpool actually played anyone better than them yet, or any of the good teams? That was
any of the good teams. And technically, we haven't played anyone above us.
I'm not even going to say it's bait because it's true.
It's facts.
Okay, I said it to you.
In Europe and in Prem.
I said it to you the other day, but I'll say it to all of our thousands of fans. I
love it when you say that.
Ask me where the TV remote is.
James, I can't find it. Where's the TV remote?
Liverpool.
What do you mean Liverpool?
Top of the table. Anyway, yeah, so I'm tweeting. Follow me as well as him now. I mean, he's got way more followers. I think I'm on about 50.
Yeah, I've started being more active. I haven't really been active the last few weeks. But since yesterday, I've started posting again. So
that's good. No, I was letting you go. Make sure you follow him.
It'll probably die off as soon as it gets to international break, because that's the most boring time on Twitter.
I mean, we don't need another international break rant from Benji. He probably does it on Twitter, but
I have done. But I'm kind of over it.
Is what it is.
Is what it is.
Is what it is. Right. So, summary of the podcast. Obviously, we'll round off with Moment of the Week. We actually asked your faces this week. I don't know if we got many.
I will totally say, now you've put international break in my head, I think this one sucks a lot.
Go on.
Because it gives Madrid a chance to regain.
You think?
A break from the team. I think individuals going off and having space away from them if they're not gelling.
The one thing I'd say, though, is it's a chance for them to get injured as well.
Chance for them to get injured, but it's a chance for them to just take a minute, Ancelotti, to address any issues.
True.
Longer to look at tactics and all this kind of stuff, isn't it?
Yeah.
Is it literally the week after?
As in, we play on the 27th against Real Madrid.
So we've got 2 weeks now from Saturday, haven't we?
Yeah, so probably the first game. That's part of the game.
Great.
Cool. Anyway, so back to the summary. So, yeah, we've got another new game for your faces. I just can't help myself. I've got a new one. We'll see how it goes, see how you do. I think it'll be pretty easy. And it's inspired somewhat by Lucho, but we'll see, obviously. We'll preview the Villa game on the weekend, as you say, last one before the international break. We'll have a review of Leverkusen and Brighton. Just a quick one of Brighton and more in depth on the 4-0 thrashing of Leverkusen. But first, we're going to have a bit of a different segment. And because it is the last international break, this year, not the sort of Premier
I'm
League,
intrigued now.
but of the year, is thought we could review how everyone around us is doing in both Champions League and Premier League, and is anyone going to actually knock us off the top spot?
No.
Cool. Well, that's that segment over. So thank you. No. Well, we'll start with the Premier League then. Well, firstly, I feel like you're going to say yeah, but I'm trying to ask you from a point of view of
I will be as neutral as I can. I just think City is shit without Rodri.
You wait. Bait.
It's not bait.
It's not bait. I feel like you should do like a fishing rod
They literally lost 4-1
against Sporting.
against Sporting.
Yeah, but Amarim's the best manager in history.
We beat the best three-at-back team 4-0 in the world. Like, the best three-at-back team in the world is we beat them 4-0.
That's true.
And United are big and Amarim up, man. Walking apart, mate.
Walking apart. Well, we've got loads of stuff. We're not there yet. We're not there yet.
Yeah, I've got loads of things I want to say about the game as well. I'm keeping them in my head.
Did you expect where we are right now?
No.
From slot?
No, I don't think anyone did.
Anywhere near?
No. But we have. The thing is, our squad was always talented, and if anything, we were. It's hard to get across. Like, we had the potential to be where we are now. The test will be where we are in April.
Yeah, fair.
Because this team, without injuries, is going to be up there always. And this is like when people were saying, "Oh, they're going to fall off massively." No, we were never going to. Like, unlike when Klopp came in and he inherited an absolute shite team, Slot has inherited a good squad. So we were always going to be top four. Always. We were. I didn't see us falling out of that top four.
No.
Like, I think Chelsea goes up into it. Like, even if we weren't performing at our best, I think we still get top four with Chelsea up there. I don't think United were going to be good enough to get up there. Spurs aren't good enough to get up there. They're inconsistent. Like, Villa, it's whether they can cope with the Champions League as well.
Yeah, that's it.
The amount of games you play, I think that's like, it's just an add-on, isn't it? Because at what point do they prioritise what competition? Like, if they end up going far in the Champions League, do they prioritise that over Premier League? Like,
stuff that Liverpool have been through themselves. Like, we're seeing all these teams. Were you thinking like the Spurs is a classic 2012 Liverpool where it gets some really good results and some you fall off a cliff? And then we said the same with Chelsea. It's like a 2013-14 Liverpool where you have to outscore your opponents because you're leaky, but you're also great going forward.
I think.
And then Arsenal. Oh wait, actually
they can't deal with pressure. They're bottlers.
City are literally going through Virgil van Dijk ACL territory of injury with Rodri, and then having half of your team out.
I will say though, I will actually say them going out the League Cup benefits them.
Yeah, they won't care.
They don't care about that, and it helps them with less games.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. They'll be happy with that. That's not their priority. They need less game time than anything.
Mm-hmm. It'll be interesting to go get a 6.
Yeah, and who do you think they'll get?
Zubin.
You think
I think they'll go for Zubin.
Will they? Can they? Below the bank to fix their season with all of the allegations around? Because they've done okay the last 2 years for regulations.
The PSR, the sponsors or whatever, they got that one through, haven't they? So
yeah, they could just get it.
I think it'll be different this year. But I did see some City fans say there's 1 year that they needed it. I'm guessing it must have been the year we lost.
Right.
They lost and we won. They said that they needed a replacement for someone being injured and they didn't go out and sign someone in.
I don't remember who that is.
I don't either. But I can't remember what he said. But yeah, I'm like, what are you on about? City buy everyone they want. Anyone they want. They buy Calvin Phillips just so no other competitors get him to sit on 50 million on the bench.
Well, that was the one we sniffed at. I wouldn't even say we went for. We sniffed at him, thought about him, and they were like, okay, 50 mil, here you go. Like, right, okay, fine. Well, we'll stay on City.
The same happened with Nunes from Wolves. We were interested in him, so you just go splash 50 mil to have him sit on the bench until Rodri's injured.
And yeah, sure.
This is the difference. They have 50 mil players on the bench as squad players.
Yeah.
That is what the difference is between any other team and City.
And people say, like, when there are those photos where it's like a 300-400 mil bench, and they claim, oh, yeah, but there's not that much on the pitch. And it's just like, there's still more than any other team on the pitch. Just because there's not much relative to you on the pitch, there still is. And we'll stay on City, though. Are they still the title challengers?
Yeah, 100%.
Yeah.
I think they will fall off because of Rodri injury. So it is hard. to say because we haven't seen them without Rodri for this long.
No.
I think it affects them more mentally because before, if Rodri's injured or been sent off, they're like, oh, he's back next game.
Yeah.
So they won't overthink it. Whereas other players now will probably be thinking, we miss him.
Yeah.
And he's not, we're going to have to do
something.
Do you know what I mean?
Right.
It's like us missing Salah for us or Virgil for the season.
Yeah.
Like the effect mentally on the other players to be able to pick themselves up and do a job.
And to realise when you're in that situation as well, because I still stand by the year we lost Virgil, and then all of the centre backs
still
with him.
pisses. I literally have Pickford in my head doing that challenge, and it pisses me off.
But what I was going for is we started playing around and overthinking our situation and putting Fab and Hendo at centre back. Whereas when we actually started playing,
it was just because we had 6 centre back injuries at the time.
Yeah, and when we actually put our faith into Reece and Nat consistently,
didn't they get
got
injured?
us over the line. No, they weren't chosen. I'm pretty sure they weren't chosen.
Or was it on rotation? Because we were playing too many games. I'm pretty sure it was something like that. Because
I seem to remember we called them up in the end because Klopp was like, "I'm fed up with having to play midfielders at centre back."
No, I think they've only played once together. Henderson and Fab only played once together, I swear.
Oh, okay, I didn't mean that exact.
Oh, no.
I mean, when we had instances of Hendo would be at centre back, Nat Phillips or Reece Williams or whatever. But
because we signed Kabak and he got injured straight away, didn't he?
Yeah. Do you see Arsenal recovering from their current?
Odegaard's on the bench tonight.
Is he? He's back.
Yeah.
So yeah, I think he unlocks keys in certain games they need him to.
But I don't.
You don't see them recovering? As in, you don't see them recovering the deficit, or do you think they're going to drop more?
I think they'll drop more. I think if they play like they have, and I'm not saying us, but like they can play any of the top 6, and they'll go 1-0 up and do exactly what they say. Like, haven't they got Chelsea this weekend?
Yeah.
If they go 1-0 up and they try and do what they did to us, Chelsea will do exactly the same. That could be a draw.
And I think Chelsea will go even.
Yeah.
More than
this is what I mean. Chelsea are more of an attacking side.
Yeah, they'll dig deeper.
I see them dropping more points. I just don't agree with what they do. They should kill teams off. And they have the quality to kill
teams off.
They 100% do, and they just take their foot off the gas.
Which, again, I seem to remember, another era of Liverpool, but we used to have that situation.
It's like, say, in F1 or something, Hamilton goes into the lead and he doesn't want to increase his lead, so he just takes his foot off the gas, and then 2 laps later, Verstappen overtakes. Or it's like, what? Yeah. Why? Why are you going to take your foot off? Just go and create that difference.
There's a Matthew McConaughey quote about it, and I'm going to absolutely butcher it, but basically college football between 2 teams. It was the Oilers and the Texans, I think, but I'm probably butchering it. And essentially, by Q4, they were up by like 40 points, and they lost because the biggest swing in history because they set a ceiling and defended it rather than just kept going, playing their game.
Just play your game.
Yeah,
just play your game.
Yeah. Well, that's interesting. I personally, City are still the challengers for me.
Then you can say the same thing about Arsenal. Yeah, they've had a couple injuries.
It hasn't been that.
And I don't think Odegaard's a big miss for them. I think he's influential, but he's not a big miss. A big miss would be if Saliba got injured for the season.
The other thing I think, though, is
Xhaka got injured.
These teams, the way they play, the way Pep's teams play, Pep has had to change his system and the way he plays 2 or 3 times in his tenure at City.
Yeah.
Does Arteta have the ability to do it? Because the second teams are like, let's not give them corners, because that's where Arsenal score the majority of their goals. And I think it was I don't think it was the game of the weekend before maybe. I tuned in right near the end, and Arsenal got a corner in the 92nd minute.
Yeah, I think I remember this as well.
And the commentator was like, this is Arsenal's first corner of the game. I'm like, well, that's clearly what they've done for the whole entire game, just make sure they didn't get a corner.
Yeah.
Which, if teams start to do that, and Arsenal do struggle to break people down, then they're going to have quite a few draws.
This is the difference as well.
And it's too many draws. You can't draw, because Liverpool have done that. That's the reason we have lost so many titles, is because we drew too many games. Anyone else in shout for the title race?
Bournemouth.
Right there.
I don't even know.
Just because they beat City?
And Arsenal.
Cool.
They beat both of them and we beat 3-0.
They lost us. Yeah, not good enough team then.
Yeah.
Not one of the good, not one of the good teams.
Forest, Chris Wood?
Well, Forest. Forest is the one I've got here. They're currently third.
Yeah, they'll fall off. But
fall off?
Yeah, they will.
Like Nuno,
They could get European football. They could get Conference League, but they'll fall off.
Nuno is a quality manager.
Yeah, but yeah. What are you trying to say? It's not going to be a Leicester kind of story.
Never seen it though. Is it 5,000 to 1? Because I'll put a 10 on it.
What, to win the league?
Yeah.
Or to qualify for Champions League?
I mean, qualify for Champions League is probably the most realistic.
You carry on talking.
Yeah, that's fine. Well, we're going to move over to the Champions League anyway, funnily enough.
Forest are 150 to 1 to win.
What are we?
We're still second favourite.
Still second favourite, yeah.
2.75.
People, it's because of the unknown of what we're going to do and how we're going to do it. Yeah, we'll move over to the Champions League. So obviously Villa losing 1-0.
Forest are only 20 to 1 to finish top 4.
That's nuts. Be interesting. Villa obviously losing 1-0, but they're the only team that are keeping up with us. And then Sporting Lisbon as well. They actually have a really good run of form. They managed to obviously beat City. Did they beat Real Madrid as well?
No, I don't think so.
Madrid? They've just had a couple of games. But,
I don't think it was. Was it Madrid? Wouldn't surprise me because they're shit.
We'll have a quick mention of Amorim. Mm-hmm. Is it a downgrade going from chasing first in the Champions League to 16th in the Europa League? Which is currently where United are? Like, what?
It is a downgrade, but it's prestigious, isn't it? Like, not even United, the Prem.
Yeah.
It's the league, isn't it?
I'm trying to go a little bit vague, but you actually just replied seriously for the first time in
you could finish
life.
You could get relegated in the Prem and win the Portuguese league.
Do you think?
I reckon.
You reckon?
I reckon.
So you're thinking Ipswich could beat Sporting?
Yeah, they could on their day.
I mean, that is the Premier League game.
That is the Premier League.
Yeah, that's true.
Like Bournemouth, look at Bournemouth right now.
Yeah.
They just beat City and Arsenal.
He just loves saying it. He just so gets to say it.
I think I'm a cherry now.
You're right. In all seriousness, though, because I was trying to bait, but obviously it didn't work. He is a great signing for them.
I think he's good to solidify them. I think
they need to give him time.
I think they need to give him time, but I don't think he should be bringing players like Ten Hag. Like, say, if he's on about bringing
their striker.
I'm
not going to say his name.
I call him Kebab.
Kebab?
Yeah, like gyro.
Oh, I see.
He's Swedish, so it's nothing to do with it. I just call him a gyro, so it's easier. Kebab.
I like it. I like it a lot.
I said it once in a group chat. They're like, "Who?" I was like,
"You have to get context."
Yeah,
I'm probably thinking you're just talking about Sydney, but
yeah, I don't know. There's a few players obviously who he might want to bring, but at the same time,
what? Yeah,
I think the one would be Inacio for me from that because I feel like bringing a defender over. It's more solid. Like Martinez, out of everyone that Ten Hag's worked with, is probably United's best signing from Ten Hag's team, past teams.
Yeah.
Do you know what I mean?
Yeah.
So like De Ligt, Anthony, Van der Beek. Well, he wasn't bought then. He was bought before, maybe.
Yeah, he was bought under Ollie.
Yeah, but yeah. So all these players, I just don't think just because they work well in your old system doesn't mean they're going to work well on the Prem. It's totally different,
completely, and it's almost what I've liked about Slot because our fan base was almost in overdrive from last year of needing certain positions, and everyone started analysing all of Slot's old players, saying they would be perfect.
Yeah,
and Slot didn't come in and say go get it. He's like, I've got the team.
Yeah,
I've got my team now. In January, it'll be really interesting who we go out for because I think we'll go out for at least one, if not two players.
I think we'll need a six,
backup six, which we'll get onto,
or even like another grab that can play across the whole midfield.
Yeah, we'll get onto that. Nullify his analysis of what he's going to do there.
And then depends. We don't need attackers.
No.
Depends if anyone goes, then it as well.
Why is the injuries, obviously, but
we definitely don't need another keeper.
No, we do not need another keeper.
You got 4 of the best in the world.
In one of my tweets last night, I called Kelleher 1.5 because it feels harsh to call him a number 2 now. He's officially the only 1.5 in the world.
And he's also growing out his beard.
He's getting it.
But left back's the interesting one for me.
Well, Simi is playing his shirt at the minute.
Yeah, I was talking to someone else and I said that I think Simi's starting now, but from Slot's comments about Robbo, he knows Robbo's quality, but he's not up to speed because he had no pre-season and stuff.
That's where
So
literally.
he hasn't been able to get like up to speed with his way and stuff. And you see the difference. Like he even set up. He technically made the goal. Was it the fourth goal where he tackled?
Yeah.
Yeah. So it's interesting for me because if are we going on to transfers and stuff now, or is that what you're literally saying?
I don't think transfers are anywhere on the
I'll just
agenda
quickly say
at all,
this then.
but
So,
we can go on to it. It's fine.
from my point of view, with the left back situation, it depends who else leaves next summer out of the three and Ali. So, whether we sell Robbo or Simi.
Okay. Because of leadership.
Yeah. And the experience in the room. If two or three of them go, two or three of the senior members, then Robbo stays and we sell Simi and get a starting left back, in my opinion.
Yeah.
And then if not, I can see Simi still being backup and we get rid of Robbo.
Yeah.
Do you know what I mean? If all three of those sign contracts, then I don't think we'll need to keep any leadership around anyway. But yeah, I know we've got other captains like Conor Bradley and
Yeah, I still can't believe he's captain.
Endo, Szoboszlai. Like I know we have leaders in the group, but like to go, all of those are in the leadership group. So just to get rid of them all, I think you need to have someone from the past leadership group to still almost like.
Yeah, completely agree. And I read into Slot's comments as well, the same way as you, because everyone's obviously written off Robbo now.
Like they wrote off Maka, like they wrote off Grau, Ashley, like they wrote off Jones, like they wrote off Szoboszlai at the moment, and he'll probably score a screamer to win us a game late, and
probably score in the Champions League final to give us the win.
I hope it's against Madrid last minute.
Me too.
I'm not gonna lie.
I don't want to play with Madrid in the final because I can't take it again, but me too.
They might not even qualify, man.
Well, it's also true. Well, yeah, no, I do agree, and I read into Slot's comments about Robbo the same. He could just be protecting his player, but I don't think he is, and he's a bit more open book than that when it comes to certain things. If
he says that shit,
if he's talking about the thing, he's telling the truth.
Yeah.
If he's not talking about the thing, he's also not giving you any indication as to what he's actually thinking.
Yeah.
That's what I've noticed a lot. We'll go through some of the big names in their current positions. So City, 6th, dropped down from 3rd.
Can I say one comment before you go on to anything? Might ruin it, but we currently have the same amount of points in Champions League than United do in the league.
Yeah, that's a great start. I saw that yesterday. Really nice. Arsenal, 9th, obviously playing tonight. Real Madrid, 17th.
Yeah, this is what I'm saying.
They have played.
And they've got to play us.
Bayern Munich.
At Anfield.
Obviously playing tonight, but Bayern Munich, 26th, outside of play. Yeah.
Villa beat them,
They've won 1 and lost 3. Lost 2, sorry, because they played tonight.
Yeah. Villa beat them, and who was the other team to beat them? Can't remember.
I can tell you. Sporting, probably.
It could be Sporting.
It has to be one of the top ones. Wait, did Brest beat them? Who did Brest beat? That was a shock.
Yeah, it could have been Brest.
You've got Dortmund in 4th, who are actually having a solid Champions League season, even though in Germany they're not doing that good.
I was going to say that. I look at them and it depends on the teams, though, doesn't it, that they face? Obviously, you get 8 games, so it depends on the rotation of. I don't know what teams they face.
People are starting to talk in the same way we did at the start of this tournament of, is it harder on managers now because they have to learn 8 different teams?
I think it's harder on schedules. I think luck of the draw when you play someone is a lot harder.
Yeah.
Like,
and home or away.
Some teams could have like a tough 4 games and they've got to go every single game at the end.
Yeah.
But then vice versa, then they know that they're still in with a chance because the other games are harder for someone else.
Yeah. You got Barca in 15th.
Barca will be fine.
They played tonight.
They're playing well.
And PSG in 23rd.
I think we beat Barcelona. PSG. Have you seen how they play Tottenham's high line?
No.
Halfway line.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Well, you proved it last night what will happen. And then PSG, they are the lowest ranked French side in the tournament. With Brest, I think, being the top, which is absolutely insane.
I love it how they can go from Messi, Mbappe, and Neymar to Barcola, and I can't even name the other 2.
Dembele is there.
Is he?
Is he still there? Where did he go? I don't know.
He might have been injured.
Anyway, we'll move on to guaranteeing we go through. 2 more wins?
2 more wins, I'd say, yeah.
And then playoff, are we done?
What's the 2 more? We're apparently on 12, aren't we?
We're on 12.
I think if we get,
4 points is out of playoff up there. So 3 wins is the gap. And we've got 4 games left.
It's interesting. Depends who the other teams are. I don't know.
Exactly. and we're going to have to play some of the
It
teams
always-
that could bring us down.
literally.
So I think win one more, and you have it, and certain games go your way.
Well,
and we're done.
straight away you beat Madrid, and they're not getting top 8.
Yeah,
Oh, that's massive. They probably won't get top 8 if we beat them.
that is crazy. Actually, that's insane. Not even thought about that. They're going to be up for it. Although I did see all the tweets after
They're a team of individuals.
after Vinny's Ballon d'Or loss. There was loads made out about how in the training ground it feels like they've really turned up. They're going to prove everyone wrong, and they're going to show AC Milan and the world why they're so good, and then get turned over in their own backyard. I'm like, oh,
They just don't. They're just a team of individuals.
yeah.
As you said, like
And your tweet from earlier. Surely they'd figure this out before they sign him.
Mbappe, yeah, because he's arguing about who's playing left. Surely before you put him on fucking 500k a week, or whatever they have, like we are going to play you at 9, and then he says no.
The person that we're claiming is Ballon d'Or,
Yeah,
is on our left.
yeah.
Like,
In my opinion, you play Mbappe there. In my opinion, I play Mbappe over Vinny.
I think Vinny has a better striker ability as well, though. So I think that switch would make sense.
I think it depends on who has the better the left foot. What would have made sense for them is getting Haaland and not Mbappe.
Yeah,
Like that's what they're missing.
the target man.
He's going to go get
He's going to put the goal. Going to get Kabak. Going to get Giro.
Do you reckon?
He could do. Definitely could do.
But yeah, Vinny's just a crybaby. Do you see the little dive he did on the keeper?
No.
Like I can never pronounce his name. Is it Mayan? Whatever it is. Yeah. He went to step back to take must have been a foul or something on Mayan, and then he put it down to take a free kick or whatever it was, and as he put his foot back to in the stride, he must have just scraped the back of his boot. Like it was literally the smallest thing, and he's rolling on the floor and crying.
I don't know Mayan, but
he looks like he literally just looked at it like. Oh. Like Van Dijk did to fucking Bruno.
Come on, get up, dog. So if we do auto qualify based on those, we're saying 2 more wins than we do. What does slot?
I haven't even looked at them.
I think it is. I think it is. 2 brings us up till 18.
Yeah.
They said auto qualify. The thing could be around 16, and the fact that loads of the games have gone in surprising ways makes me think the rest of the tournament probably won't go surprising, but we've already made that deficit. So
my thing is the people that won't be battling for that, as in Sporting, for example, they'll be the ones trying to scrape, but you don't see them winning. Yeah, do you know what I mean?
Correct. And no offense to Villa, but if it catches up with them this streak now, he's just going to quickly check the score. See,
you probably all know anyway. Yeah, 1-0.
Still 1-0. So yeah, those sort of teams might drop off, but then it's not Liverpool that's going to fall behind. So I think 2 more wins will qualify. So for the last 2 games,
we rest.
It'll be December time, won't it?
I think it depends if it's away or home as well.
I think they're both away.
Both away, then definitely rotate. I think if it was home, it'd be different because he wouldn't rest everyone.
Yeah, it might be.
Do you know what I mean? Because it's a European night at Anfield.
Yeah.
He wouldn't want to rest everyone just because it's a European night at Anfield. Do you know what I mean? The atmosphere, people paying to see. I know it's tough to think about that, but at the same time, you want the atmosphere to be special.
Yeah, 100%.
And also depends on whose weekend we got at the weekend for rotation.
And I think he said
Gakpo or Diaz will always play.
There was a Colombian
Van Dijk.
There was a Colombian interviewer in the post match. They're like, is Diaz going to be starting every game? We think he's amazing. Basically, why aren't you starting him every game? And Slot literally was really respectful, just replied yeah. I know Colombian fans love Lucho. Don't know if you heard it. Liverpool fans love Lucho. The manager loves Lucho. And he referred to himself in third person. He's like, I consider Lucho to be a starter. I also consider Gakpo to be a starter.
Yeah, both of them. We've got the best 2 left wingers in the league.
That's pure facts.
Technically, I'd say the third and fourth best in the world. Vinny and Mbappe are the only 2 above him.
I couldn't list left wingers off the top of my head, but I'm not, immediately you're forgetting the.
Yeah,
but in terms of left wing, you think about the teams around us with a left winger. I'm taking those 2 and their current form over Grealish, Doku,
Rashford,
Garnacho, Arsenal was Martinelli,
Yeah, 100%. This is what I mean.
Trossard. Yeah,
Could you see why?
he's getting to all of those teams.
So are we on to? This is an insight into
We're about
Leverkusen
to go
games.
into Brighton and Leverkusen.
I'll just say this thing before I forget.
Right.
Do you see why he played Diaz up top?
Yeah, we're going to talk about it.
Okay.
We're going to leave it. So, yeah, we'll move on. Brighton. Cash your mind way back before the hype of yesterday.
Well, it was 3:00, wasn't it?
Yeah.
So I didn't watch it. I didn't see anything. But apparently it was a screamer of their goal.
Yeah, so very, very dominant from Brighton. They played really well and stopped. Just like, look, sometimes you have to accept that the other team turns up, plays well. We were rubbish, but they also made us look even worse, I think. And then there was almost like a catalyst point. It was like halftime. He didn't really change anything. Everyone was calling for like Mecca needs to come off.
But this is the thing, he does change. You just don't see it.
Yeah, no, but
On tactic.
when I say change, I mean subs.
Yeah.
Because obviously Kanate came off and Joey G came on. Just injury wise though. Yeah, the tactics to them was there was some tactical changes, but the second point was, guys, can you run a bit more? Can you just make the challenges, make the points, make the jewels get there early enough? And I think there's a stat where we ran less than them in the first half, but then we almost doubled our sprint rate in the second half, basically. But like you said, their goal. This is a hill I'm willing to die on at the minute. Usually, the goals we're conceding
Are screamers.
are either screamers or no team's going to stop them.
They've got to be top quality. Saka's goal, top quality.
Top quality. And like the one
House in the Forest was a good goal.
Yeah, it was a great goal.
Yeah.
And it was Canaloglu. Can't even say his name. Canaloglu. That one. His was like millimeters to the left, hits the post and goes out. Millimeters to the right, Kelleher gets his hand on it.
Oh no, that's not him. I'm thinking about the Italian guy. No, the Turkish guy that plays in it for him.
Oh, okay. Sorry, it's still a very similar name. But yeah, so it was a great finish. It was like world class finish, perfectly hit the post and went in. Sort of thing. On another day, that doesn't happen, and we went 2-0.
Mm-hmm.
But Trent instigated a fight with Aston Villa.
Yeah, I've seen that. Yeah,
in the 56th minute or something.
And fans got rowdy again.
Yeah, which throwback to Xhaka from a few years ago. And then the crowd got up, scored 2 on the bounce.
And then didn't quiet down until
the end.
Why not? Until Leverkusen. Still louder than that.
Oh, yeah. Well, Stott's not really spoken much about the crowd, and I think he's slowly, in his own way, and in an excellent way, building a relationship with Anfield.
I think it's that. So going onto the Anfield atmosphere at the moment, I think at the start of the year, everyone was quieter because they didn't know what to expect.
Yeah.
I feel
we were analysing him.
We were analysing him, analysing the team. Everyone was just watching, seeing what's going on,
what's the difference?
What his aura is. Obviously, it's not heavy metal.
Look at his aura.
It's not heavy metal. So the game is less exciting in itself. So maybe it's a bit of a reaction from fans, as in they were used to just reacting straight away to something that goes on in the game, whereas now we're going to have to
G
them up, and sometimes something might not happen, but they got to start singing. But at the start, obviously it's different than Champions League night.
Yeah, obviously.
But I've seen the difference. Straight away, they were singing the whole time, and I just feel like it's us more comfortable with Slot and understanding Slot's football now. That even when we're controlling the game, we trust him almost. As you said, it's building that relationship. For the fans to get behind you and the team, you've got to build that relationship.
It's that tension and that point of. I remember the first half. We're kind of looking at Brighton and Leverkusen and change it really, because they're very similar games, and we may as well go fully into Leverkusen anyway. I see Slot's relationship with the crowd at the minute of what you said is perfect. Of the crowd now trust him in the way we see these games, and these games happen.
Yeah.
Of it feels like we're conceding chances, but they're not actually getting any shots on goal.
Yeah.
There's a lot of pressure, and the commentators are constantly like, "Oh, will Liverpool cope?" It very rarely ends in a shot on goal, and we always end up coping. And I think the Slot actually did analysis on that. But I think the flip is happening as well, of Slot being like, and especially the last 2 games, is like, "Oh wow, this crowd can actually do something." Do
you see him correct Kara?
Actually changes the game. No, go on.
So Kara obviously on Monday Night Football said it's nothing to do with Slot. Sometimes the Anfield just takes you.
Yeah.
So basically, it was kind of a backhanded comment in my opinion, because he kind of didn't praise Liverpool and Slot.
He said
the crowd did it,
which is like, the crowd has.
Yeah, no, it has its effect, but it's a backhanded comment to Slot, and Slot was like, just said the same. Carragher said, Slot probably doesn't want it to happen because he likes controlled. And then Slot corrected him last night, and it was like, I do want it to happen. Like, I enjoy it. Like Jurgen did, the high press and stuff, and all this kind of stuff. And it's funny, but
it just shows how intelligent he is. But I think
he is a genius.
I think Slot might lean into that a lot more. Of when the crowd's going, he might be like, right, we've got to capitalise while this crowd's going.
Yeah.
He'd like
change the tactic like that.
Lucho, go straight. Like everyone, full blown, 10 minutes. He literally 3 clicks on the right D-pad. It's like ultra attacking, go. It's like high press, target man to man, get the ball. The crowd's on your side, and 2 games in a row now, scoring 2 goals in quick succession.
Yeah.
I was obviously tweeting my account of the game, and after I pressed the first goal send, it was like Gakpo had already headed in the goal. I was like, go on, son. Also, way onside. Mark Clattenburg
miles on
attempt to.
You can see that with the naked eye, though.
Justify that it was off, and then had to reel back.
He had to. This is what I don't get. They're just going to defend whatever the ref and linesmen say until it's proven wrong. As in Mark Clattenburg.
Yeah. Did the line offside? He didn't, did he?
Yeah.
Oh, he did.
That's why it went to VAR.
Oh, okay. I thought it was the opposite way around. I thought it didn't get offsided, and then
no, because it wouldn't have been even challenged, wouldn't
it? Yeah, they checked.
But I think it's offside, as in like the line of flags for offside.
Right.
Because in the clip I've seen as well, Trent didn't celebrate because Trent looked to the liner.
Oh, right. Okay.
So you see Gakpo like kind of celebrate, and Salah kind of celebrate.
Yeah.
But,
of course.
Trent.
Then they died.
Trent's down the bottom, and it literally. He looked as soon as Salah's cross goes in, he sees it hits Gakpo's head. He looks to the line and just starts walking off.
Yeah. Well, I mean, it was a great finish as well. We'll probably get onto some of the goals. But
did you see Salah has 3 assists behind Modric in Champions League?
No, I didn't. I was I'm going to say this. I do appreciate some other fan bases. People, X is the only people we are looking at here, but. There's been some comments in punditry of Ballon d'Or shouts for Salah and how disgraceful it's been.
Oh, everyone's saying it now. Salah for next year. If we win Premier or Champions League for that.
Someone's got a countdown, don't they? It's like 365 days until until it's your Ballon d'Or, mate.
He actually watches the pod. I was talking to him yesterday. He says he watches it here and there. So.
Keep the countdown up. Love it. Also, follow me. Yeah. I mean, he deserves it. But on the Leverkusen game then, so first half, game of chess, cancelling each other out.
Well, yeah, so Slot said in his interview that they changed their tactics compared to what they normally do. And I think that's where Slot really excels, is that he notices what they do. So he preps the team for what he thinks they're going to do from video analysis. And then straight away from at halftime, he changes to battle what they've changed to try and beat us. Like, I think it was Boniface was out wide, wasn't he? A lot of the time, and that was the thing. And then they said something about, was it overloading that midfield to start with, or something like that?
Yeah, they had 5 in the field.
Yeah.
3 at the back and sort of 1.
And that's where he tactically tweaked it. And like one of his tactical, like why Luis Diaz, if you lot didn't see it, why Luis Diaz started up top is that he said Tar, their centre back, is one of the best defenders in Germany at the moment, and he loves playing against target men. So he was like, fine, we'll put Diaz up top there.
Yeah.
It goes and packs that trick.
Right, so, and I'm going to move on to something. There's something that you tweeted and we had an exchange on Twitter about, is you're saying, I think you said, essentially, why are we a second half team? Why do you think we're a second half team? You asked a question. But
so I think it's for various reasons. I think, obviously, people like, so example, Lonzo tried to change what he did.
Yeah.
And I think it's us adapting the situation, and Slot's probably more controlled. He's like, go out there, play how I've told you to, look out for the signs that I've told you to and how they play, control the game. And then second half, he'll tweak it. Like at halftime, he tweaks things where he can target.
Yeah.
I think he looks for weaknesses in that moment in that game, because every team changes every game.
Yeah.
Well, most teams do. Most good teams will change what they do to counter and try and make the most of weaknesses in the other team. And the difference with Slot is, I think he does it well during games. And I think a lot of players, so we've said about Pep and Klopp and stuff before, where they're like, just go play our game. Just go play our game, no matter what. Just go play it. We'll win just by playing our way. We don't need to look at what they're doing. Like, just go heavy metal football. Just not slating Klopp. I fucking love Klopp. But I think Slot intellectually is very switched on with how to change a tiny thing just to get the better of it.
Well, I have so many things to say off the back of what you said, so you're just going to have to bear with.
Yeah, that's fine because I went on for a little bit.
One is that last thing you just said there of Slot will change a tiny thing. Reminds me of the whole Trent discussion of where he thought he was going to get ripped apart, and Slot eventually said, if you turn your body 8 degrees,
Literally,
you'll be a better defender.
This is what I mean by genius.
And since Trent has turned his body 8 degrees, every single tackle, he's got like 100% tackle success rate. And he's one of the best defenders in the league.
It's got so bad. I've seen someone complaining last night that they're not seeing much out of Trent attacking wise.
I don't know. I've said it a couple of times.
Uh-huh.
Not
someone else. No. Someone else replied to me.
Yeah.
So, I've seen someone else tweet. It wasn't you.
I think Mika Richard said it on his on the rest of his football of his FPL points. He's like, I've got Trent. He's like, it's great that I can defend now, but he's not giving me any goals. I was like, kind of sums it up. But the whole second half thing, I completely agree with you. Obviously, Liverpool go with their own game plan.
Yeah.
But I think Slot is like, first half, try and do what I told you, but defence is key. Be assured in every single thing you do.
Mm-hmm.
Defensively, you have your instructions. Make sure they don't score. If they do, fine, we'll deal with it. But if we get to half-time every single time with our defensive game 100% and we've tried to attack and maybe we've got a goal, maybe not, by half-time, I've already analysed the fuck out of their whole entire game plan. And we will be able to do this.
I think that's the difference.
Every single time we come out, we're like, go.
I think that's the difference. Like, if we go 1-0 down, if we're 1-0 down at half-time, it's going to be harder for us to break teams down because they'll change at half-time to defend.
Correct, yeah.
Whereas if we're drawing at half-time, then they've still got to score.
Yeah.
So they'll still be trying to implement the same game plan because they think it's working.
Is literally where I was going to go, is especially at Anfield as well.
Yeah, if they think it's working, then
they will be like, well, it's working, let's do it.
Yeah.
And obviously they expect us to change a bit. They're professionals as well. They're not going to be that stupid.
But they don't know what we're going to change.
But they don't know what we're going to change. And they also can't change because what they've been doing up until now works.
Yeah.
So if they change and we're just like, they left a big hole.
Yeah, literally.
Like, Lucho just walks through it and scores another hat-trick. Like, it's not going to be good, is it?
No.
But we'll talk about Leverkusen. They have lost 2 games of football since Jordan Henderson was our captain.
And this is the first away.
And it's the first away one since
I think.
Even further. I think.
Yeah, something crazy.
100 and something games.
Yeah.
They're a good team.
Are they? We haven't beat a good team yet, though.
Yeah, well, this is the joke, is the fact we beat them 4-0.
4-0, mate.
And
the best 3-back team in the world, we beat 4-0.
To come back to my thing of, I want us to prove we can go and demolish a team.
Yeah. Dad, what are you saying? Can we step it up a gear yet?
I still think we've got more to go.
I think we do too.
But the fact we've now demolished a team, but we've not demolished a team, we've demolished the Bundesliga invincible, double-winning team that lost 1 game last year.
Mm-hmm.
Like,
the only
easy
game they lost was the final against Atlanta, wasn't it?
Yeah, exactly.
They won the cup. They beat Bayern, stopped them from winning 12 in a row.
We haven't even actually got onto the players that all deserve a shout out. So Lucho, obviously
Lucho, yeah.
Excellent goals.
Before we get on to praising, can I just say a couple of comments about, not negative as such, but like more to do with squad. Like Graf stepped up second half.
Graf and Macro are my last 2 people on the list if you want to know.
Yeah, so they're the 2 that they're still playing quality and top quality world class players, and Graf stepped up second half. But first half, I noticed just a lapse in intensity and their spark, in their zip, and like I don't think we've seen one turn from Grab like that. Basically, did
I think it's 50-50 of what you're about to say and
rotation. Like we don't have rotation
playing him and playing the way he plays and being like, we know you're going to try and turn, so we're not going to do what you want us to do.
But that could come down to obviously having 5 midfielders in there, like they try to battle Grab's thing. But at the same time, like Maka especially, I think he's just not 100% fit.
No.
Like he's like a second or two too slow at times. And that's nothing against their quality. That's just, he's just come back from injury.
Yeah.
He's still recovering. He still needs, like Robbo has on a pre-season and he was injured. Like, it just takes time. They're fucking humans. Like, but this is where rotation, I think, is key and we need to address it in January.
Yeah.
Having 1 more midfielder, at least, to be able to have as an attacking one there.
We can change everyone around a bit. It's all right.
Just go get Bellingham.
I mean, you might want to jump ship.
Exactly, mate.
So a few of them might want to jump ship.
Exactly, mate.
Tuchemani, Bellingham.
Yeah, any of them. Just go get any of them. Valverde.
This isn't a conversation, but is Trent going to want to go less there now and seeing what's happening?
100%.
But yeah, I completely agree with the Gravenmack conversation, and I think what you said last night as well makes a lot of sense. Of they will also be impacting each other's game as well.
Mm-hmm.
The second they're a yard off doing their job,
the other person has to
cover ground and tire themselves out even more by making.
And then they'll be out of position.
Yeah,
and it's just a knock-on effect. I'm not slating them, just fitness levels and sharpness.
It's not on
That's
there.
the word I was
It's
looking
definitely
for.
not
Just
on
have sharpness.
We'll go on to Lucho though. Like man of the match, like hat trick, like 10 out of 10 performance. Maybe should have done more in the first half. Oh, I'll come back to it because it's actually where I wanted to go with the whole stop thing. I said there's 1,000 things that came out of it. You mentioned it of why we played Lucho at the top.
Yeah.
Slot proved our theory, or my theory, our theory, whatever.
Our theory, yeah.
Of the half-time thing. Because he said we made him drop deep for the first half to get them comfortable with him being in the 10.
Yeah.
Second half, we told all three to run in behind and they weren't used to it. He literally said we changed it to make them play one way first half and change it second half and beat them at their own game, essentially. And the fact that he's even thinking like that, I'm like, you're playing this game at a different level. Like, you're tactically changing your game.
To then tactically change your game.
Yeah, simultaneously premeditated, but also in reaction.
3D chess, that's what he's playing. Not just chess, 3D.
Like 4D. 3D is regular chess, Ben.
Oh, yeah. 4D chess.
I mean, you could play this thing.
Yeah. But it also goes back to proving our theory right again when we've always discussed who's playing left wing at the time and we always try and guess because of who's stronger and stuff. So it proves that they look at that and when we make the right prediction, we think like Slot.
Other than the fact that we didn't think about playing
him at the top. Both of them.
We're like, Diaz or Gakpo? Slot's like, both. Which we might as well talk about him as well at the same time. Gakpo on a hot streak of scoring as well.
They've both been unreal this season.
Right, amazing. Can't fault them. I kind of don't have the words to really say how good I think Lucho has been. Just amazing. And I apologise for even raising Anthony Gordon's name as a quick-fire question.
You better.
Yeah, right. Kelleher.
Yeah.
Like, wow. Just well. Yeah. It was that double save at the end. But the first one is like such a strong hand, it just killed the ball dead.
Yeah.
That goes in any other game. Pete Schick came on and he's known as a last minute winner. And Kelleher's like, no,
nah. Yeah.
I haven't had to do anything the whole game and I'm not going to let this in. And then Ebu as well, I just want to keep singing his praises when I can. Like,
I love it when the chant goes, Ebu.
Literally. I remember the first time it happened, I was like, why is everyone booing him? Like, he missed something. Took me a couple of seconds to catch on. I was like, oh, yeah, it's one of my favourite things. So, do we kick on from here? And are we seeing the full potential?
We can.
We've already... Well...
There's an international break.
Come back to Aston Villa. Can we kick it up another gear?
Yeah.
Yeah. The whole first half thing. But then if that's the game plan, then we're not going to change it.
I have conversations with Dad about this, and like Dad said, like he needs to see us be able to go up another gear, and I'm like,
this was my other gear for us.
It is another gear, and I think there's more as well. Again, and I think it's still just getting used to Slot. It's still getting used to a new manager, a new system, and we've said from the start that he's implemented the defense how he wants to, and now you're seeing he's starting to implement the attack how he wants to.
Yeah,
and make those tweaks and stuff.
So I have two things. Of one thing I asked for, or the two types of game that I said we hadn't done yet, is blow a team out of the water and come back from adversity in a hard game. Brighton back-to-back with Leverkusen satisfies me on both of those.
And Arsenal, technically.
And
away at Emirates and managing to draw there.
Yeah.
That's still...
One thing I was going to say is, coming up, we've still got three of our hardest games of the season in Real Madrid, because they're our bogey, and we need to get over that hill. Man City, because...
Is that away at home?
Again, Man City, both are Real Madrid's home.
Yeah, I know Real Madrid was home.
Man City, I think, is away. I think it's away.
I'd rather be away.
Yeah. And then...
I'd rather have Anfield later on in the season.
Obviously, the third hardest... Well, it's probably the hardest game of the season, I'd say, is Forest away.
Fuck's sake, shut up.
I tried so hard to keep it straight. I mean, seriously, Slot has to get over that.
No, he doesn't. I don't want him to.
No?
No, I want him to have a picture of Chris Wood on his wall.
What, just like frame it?
Yeah.
Yeah, you're a magic man. We'll move on though. We'll think a bit more ahead to this weekend before the international break. Aston Villa quickly. So 4 wins, 2 draws in the last 6.
One loss.
We've had no, in the last 6 was fine.
Hmm.
I think.
What, for Villa?
Yeah.
They just lost about 10 minutes ago.
Oh, they've lost. Sorry, I'm saying into Liverpool Villa.
Okay. I thought you meant.
So they've lost out.
Yeah, they
Oh,
lost tonight. 1-0.
Oh, there you go. It might G them on, or it might dampen their moods for the weekend. Especially considering that was meant to be an easy game. Who were they against?
Club Brugge.
Yeah, that should have been. Should have been it. How have they done that? What's
Beat
wrong?
Bayern Munich and lost to Club Brugge.
Yeah, well, I mean, Bayern Munich are down with Club Brugge at the minute. So.
Well, not anymore.
Not anymore. Right, they're actually below them. Yeah, other than the obvious 7-2 defeat in 2020,
What formation do they play?
I could believe for.
Right. You're meant to be this kind of guy. You're meant to be prepared.
I didn't think we were going to talk too much about them, to be honest. I was going to say 4-5-1 with more Rogers playing in behind Watkins.
They play for at the back. That's what I was asking.
Yeah, I think they play for it back. You got Digne, you got
Madison played tonight.
Carlos.
Yeah, Carlos and Mings played tonight. And Konza. Konza played right back tonight.
Oh, they got an injury. Interesting.
Digne was on the bench, so they might be rotating.
Yeah. So they might have thought they could get away with it, and then
Because doesn't Pau Torres normally?
Yeah, he's
play
a starter.
Yeah, Mims was playing instead of him.
Yeah.
So they rotated to try and
keep Champions League for next year.
Yeah.
So you're looking now, so you might as well talk about it. What do you think the biggest threat against Liverpool is? What are our biggest concern about this game?
Leon Bailey, right wing.
Do you?
Against our left backs. Look, Simi's good, but that's our weakest point in the team.
Duran?
Yeah, when he comes off the bench.
Yeah. I'm scared of that moment.
Just bring Gomez on.
I was
be like man market.
Literally, my head was like, what would I do? I'm like, I'd have Gomez on because I think
just bring Gomez and just put him in centre to put some midfoot thing and double pivot.
Yeah, fine. And Watkins
and just man mark. Just stay with Duran.
I think both Ibu and
Watkins is like when we come against the target man striker, I do not worry.
Yeah.
We've got the best centre back partnership in the world.
It's the running behind
that gap between fullbacks and centre backs is where that could cause issue. But as you said, we know how to counter things. So
and then on the flip side, then how do you see us actually getting over the line, getting an advantage?
I don't rate their defence.
No,
I just don't.
Do you think it'll be like a corner though, where we're going to have to rely on like Virgil, or do you think we're just going to have Lucho running behind again? Sort of. I don't know who they lost to recently. Who did they lose to?
Club Brugge.
Oh, well, that's 2 on the bounce for them actually. They lost the weekend as well.
Did they?
I think they lost 2 in a row. They lost to someone.
Did they play Sunday or did they
play? Shouldn't have lost to.
They lost 4-1 to Spurs.
They should have lost it. Well, they shouldn't have because I didn't anticipate them to lose. But Spurs knocked them around the park. So how did the Spurs?
They played Matty Cash and Digne at the right back and left back.
Yeah.
Then Konza, Torres, Unana, Tillemans, Morgan Rogers, John McGinn, Jacob
They got a
Ramsey.
good midfield. They got a solid midfield.
I'll look at stats quickly.
I think we'll bypass the midfield.
Basically, Spurs were clinical.
Yeah.
It's 49% possession.
So it's an even game.
16 to 12 shots.
Well,
Villa the second.
This was the game last year where we were clinical. This was the game last year where we won 3-1 on 3-0 on like first or second game of the season.
Yeah.
And our second game. And then they went and beat Arsenal and Man City on back-to-back. Because they turned up sort of thing. So it'll be interesting. If we're clinical and if we play our game, I think we can win.
Oh yeah, we're the best team in the world at the moment, as Alonso and Seydorf said.
I don't know. Alonso said it.
Yeah, Alonso said before the thing, we're the best team in the world at the moment.
I'll take it.
And Seydorf.
Cheers, Shabby. A quick mention of that, actually, because we didn't talk about it.
Okay, go on.
It was nice to see Liverpool fans singing Xabi Alonso's song after they just whipped him. You
see his little conversation with Slot. I'm guessing you turned off straight away.
Oh, no. Yeah, that's all.
What I wanted to make a comment as well, obviously there's a couple of comments from Seydorf and stuff. One I did note down was big teams need energy throughout the season, so grow into the match instead of going heavy metal all the time from the start. Well, he was complimenting Slot's style again, because that's how he's not going heavy metal first half. and not using all your mental energy and energy throughout the whole game
and just doing
it controlled.
And he's Dutch, isn't he?
Yeah.
I feel like that's probably a Dutch thing. Think about how cool Virgil is. He's like, I ain't running.
I've seen some Arsenal fans trying to say that Slot's an Arsenal fan just because he
said Thierry Henry.
Yeah.
She said Kate first. So
yeah, and then he literally said it because of Dennis Bergkamp.
Yeah.
No, sorry.
Yeah. Anyway, how do you see us lining up then? So Kelleher, Trent, same back four.
Yeah,
Graf, Maka, Jones.
I'll play Shobo.
You play Shobo?
Yeah, I'll play Shobo.
He's probably going to have to run.
I just think rotate those two now.
Yeah.
If they're going to be our heaviest runners, then I'll go box to box. You need to rest them.
Would you go Jones, Shobo?
Yeah, I would actually.
Rather than Maka?
Yeah, I would.
And then
bring Maka on 60th.
Diaz or Gakpo, because I think we're going Nunes. I think Nunes are running behind Concert and give them something to think about, and then you'll have
international break in
and someone.
It's international break, so
Nunes definitely because he's still got his bands, hasn't he? He's got like a 5.
He did, but he wasn't last time.
Oh, is he not?
They let him go to a friendly or something. I think He went last time.
Maybe it's too
but that's what I'm thinking. So, like, do you play Gakpo because Diaz has got to go to Colombia?
Yeah, and same.
Like, not even just for Colombia, as in him on the return. He's not going to be as tired because he hasn't played a full 90 or 60 or 70 before he goes.
And you say the same thing for Maka. I completely agree. So Gakpo,
it's stupid that we have to even think about this, but
Gakpo Nunes.
I would say.
What do you think the score?
Like, Matty Cash in it. Yeah. They're right back.
Yeah.
Either of them are going to do it.
Yeah.
I don't rate him.
Yeah. I'm sure. Score?
Away from home, innit?
Yeah.
3-1.
Yeah, I was going to go 3-1, so I'm sticking with you. Right, we're going on to the next game if you're happy.
Go for it.
You sure?
Well, yeah. Next game? What was the first game?
Well, not the next game. I mean the new game. La Jucadora. I absolutely butchered that. The player.
Yeah.
Or who is that player?
Have I put more photos on there?
No,
you describe it?
Describe it.
That's right.
So you've got 4 players. You get 3 clues per player. It gets harder as they go along, other than the first one, because my initial clue was way too easy. So I will start with the first one. He has scored 33 goals for us.
What, in total?
Yeah.
Or the season? Total. What, in the current squad?
Yep.
Why are you...
Because I'm really bad at lying, so I have to keep a really straight face.
The current squad, 33 goals.
I mean, it is in the current squad because I've already given it to you. Not all of these players are in the current squad.
Ah, okay. Nunes.
No. He started in all of the 3 Cups finals that he's played in, and we have won with him. This one is harder initially because the clue I wanted to say is the last clue, but that's way too easy.
In all 3 cup finals.
So you will get the answer eventually, don't worry.
33 goals, cup finals.
Current squad. I realise some of these questions.
Trent.
No. He comes from Baracus.
Fucking dick.
It's like the way these things go is you say the really.
I'm going to say Gakpo and
the song, and I said he came from Baracus. You ain't got a clue.
I ain't got a clue.
Baracus is.
I only know them now. Right.
Go on then. Next one. So that was Lucho. You get the aim of the game, yeah?
Yeah.
Cool. Perfect. So he was born in Toxteth, Liverpool.
Jones.
It is Curtis Jones. He had played 145 times for us.
Oh, that was a good one.
And
I was like, which one is it?
And he recently became a father.
Yeah.
Could have been Gerard, could have been Trent.
No, that's not me. Cara, like any of them. Like, so I was literally thinking, like, which one?
I know where Cara's from. If you said it, I know where Cara's from.
Yeah, he's meant Booley.
Yeah. Yeah, Booley? No, is that the beach on there?
That is Booley Beach, yeah.
It's something like that.
Is it a deal or Bootle?
Bootle. Yeah, it's Bootle. Got him. So he came to us from Newcastle.
You say it doesn't have to be current squad, didn't you?
It does not have to be current squad, and I'll try and talk whilst you think, because we're going to literally
Andy Carroll.
It is not Andy Carroll. He played 237 games for us.
Came from Newcastle, 237 games.
Correct.
That's a lot.
Yeah. Very important player for when he played.
Oh, why not?
It was Ronaldo. The last.
I should have got that first time.
He was pivotal in beating Barcelona. Final player. He was born in 1981. Quite a large age range there. I guess you're trying to calculate his age right now. Maybe not bothered to do that.
Well, no, I'm just going to guess. Well, it's 45, isn't it?
Roughly, yeah. 44. 43? 44.
Alonso.
It is Alonso.
I literally just went off the theme of the week. I was like, it's one of those midfielders. It's going to be Alonso. I'm so good.
He read me rather than the game.
Literally.
Where the clues was, he scored twice from the halfway line or behind the halfway line.
I'm so good. I read you on it.
You want my last clue on Xabi Alonso?
Yeah, go on. You just thrashing 4-0.
Despite being one of the best managing prospects on the market, he got battered 4-0.
Yeah.
We love you, Alonso. You're the best midfielder, but Slot is the best manager. We'll go on to moment of the week if you're happy.
Yep.
Go on, you lead. I don't know if we
Obviously,
did we have many interaction?
Dad's one. What did Dad say?
Wow, he said the no
look pass. No look goal from Diaz.
Yeah.
Which I agree with. That was what I'm gonna go with. Not as obvious ones as like obviously we're top of both leagues. Like that's a moment. Like obviously all the goals are moments.
Yeah.
For me personally, during the game when Xabi Alonso had the ball and Trent went to get it off of him.
Yeah, well, the personal interaction sort of it.
The personal interaction, the fact that Trent almost went to do what he would normally do to any other manager and rip it away, and he realises it's Alonso, so he just waits and lets Alonso pass it to him basically, and just gently has it, showing his respect.
Gets a little pat on the head.
Yeah, to his legend that he saw win him the Champions League in 2005.
Yeah, completely.
So that was quite a moment for me. Yeah. I was just like, yeah,
I like it. Yeah, you could have said any of the Lucha goals.
Any goals, like, yeah.
And I'm going to say like any of the chants as well. Lucha's song at the end hit like crack. Like, yeah. So good.
But you see,
I wish I was there. I wish I was there. Yeah, I did. I would have fucking been singing it. It sounds so good.
Sounds like you would have been naked, mate.
I would have. Again, just the respect our fan base gives to people that deserve it.
Oh, 100%.
Xabi Alonso, like, look, you're playing a game against us. We're going to bully you until it's time to respect you again.
Yeah,
and then we'll sing your song, we'll give you your welcome and stuff, and no hard feelings for the summer sort of thing. I had a really good moment of the week, but it's gone. It's clearly not that good.
You not wrote it down?
No.
A structured, prepared man. I literally
just went to read it, and I was just like, where's it gone?
Shit.
Yeah, I'm lost. I got it. My moment of the week is going to be my moment of the week for every week that we continue to win, because the GIF, the video of "Welcome to the Slot Penitentiary," it lives in my head rent free, and I was waiting for it last night. I was like, "Please, where is it?" He's just racking them up.
He is racking
14 and 16.
Yeah,
like it's silly. He's another record. First player in
first manager
in Premier League history or English football history to win 14 of 16.
Yeah,
absolutely insane.
Pep wasn't even on the list when I seen it.
What do you mean?
Pep wasn't like on the list. It was like Mourinho and stuff, and like even that, like I think it was 12 out of 16 was the lowest on the list of like 6 or 5, and Pep wasn't there because it's not. Obviously, it's 16 games, so it's not just league. It's first games, since their tenure. So Pep must have lost a few in that.
He had to turn around from Mancini time, didn't
he? Turn what around? Spending more?
Yeah, spending more. He had to get him working his way, didn't he? That's what I meant, as in like changing the system and stuff. All good?
Yep.
Well, thank you for listening once again to the Dub Session podcast. I mean, what a lovely, joyous week we've had again.
Have you not had the... Suppose you haven't got a Spanish outro either.
Buenos noches.
Is it Spanish or Portuguese?
I'm going to say Portuguese.
It's Colombian, but...
It's Portuguese. I can't do that much. Not riffing. I need like Google Translate on my side or something. But I hope you're all in as good spirits as we are, and I hope you're still enjoying these podcasts. I think I saw you put a tweet that we're going to try and get someone on.
Yeah, if you're listening and you want to come on, as in like voice call, face, we'll do a Zoom call or something.
Whatever you want. Doesn't have to be, your face front and centre.
You don't have to have your picture on. We can
draw a little cartoon. What we think you sound like. I don't know if that's a good idea or not, but I'm going to run with it.
No.
Probably not going to
We'll just
happen.
put slot.
Yeah, right.
We'll just put slot and pretend
We will
slot.
just put a video of the slot penitentiary running around while you speak. That'll make me very happy. Hopefully a win from Villa on the weekend, and then it's obviously international break. I'll make sure Ben doesn't moan, don't worry. And then, yeah,
No promises.
hopefully we're back and we're saying, wow, 15 out of 17 for Stott. Another one added to the list. We're coming for you, Unai.
Let's pray for no injuries.
Yeah,
and no
injuries. Yeah, exactly. And then when we come back as well from international, obviously we're going to speak next week, so I don't know why I'm saying this, but it feels like it's a end of episode thing. We've got Real Madrid and Man City.
Yeah.
It's going to be a big time ahead. But yeah, leave a like, rating, subscribe, star rating, whatever you want, comments, get involved. I've been James.
And I've been Ben.
And you've been listening to the Dub Sessions podcast. See you directly.
See you directly.